Okay. Let me get some stuff up here. Oh shit, I forgot some of my books over there. I'm so tired tonight. All right. I'm just going to grab, I forgot a couple of my Yule books over on the couch here. So I'm just going to grab them in case I need to refer to them for any reason. Because, you know, I only have 100. So it's funny, Yule is one of the things that that people write about a lot. So we tend to have like a lot of information about Yule, where a lot of our other Sabbats, we don't have as much information for sure. Okay. All right. Now, who do we have tonight? Witchy Woman and Steph, hi. Nicole, Cassandra, Monica, Denise. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry. Alexa and Jess, hi. I got big balls today, Mama. Woohoo, Brad. That's good because you know what? I don't carry the balls very well in this family. As if you watched last night, you will see. Oh, I'm telling you. How is everyone tonight? So I have to say, I'm really annoyed tonight at YouTube itself, which I know it's not really YouTube's fault, but yes, we are going to talk about Yule, damn it. Hi, Alchemy Seal and Family Wizard. And my cat refused to leave my lap. There you go. And Tracy is here. And you were a hot mess last night. No kidding, Denise. Holy crap. Hi, Diane. One's black. That's worse than blue. Usually that means it might fall off soon, Brad. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Johnny. Yes, yes, yes. We are going to talk about Yule. What was I say? Oh, yeah, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with YouTube. Really, it's not their fault, but because there's a lot of times where I really want to play music while we're talking, and I'll get a ding, so I can't do that, which annoys the crap out of me. But I'm watching on phone instead of TV to see the chat. Hey, all right. I'm going to stop yawning, I promise. Hi, Michelle. So, let's start with, if any of you saw, hi, Heidi. I'm alive and no headache. Yay, Rachel. I'm so glad they found it. Name Angel gets its wings with the ding, right? No yawning. You'll make me tired. I know. I'm telling you. This week at the main office is just killing me. If you saw my post today, I only posted once. The royalty-free music that you have, you could play that. Oh, yeah, that's true. It's nothing I can sing along to, though. You know, which is what I'm sitting here doing half time getting ready for the video. But I've been listening to a lot of my solstice music, which is always nice. If you saw my post, you'll see that today was one of those. I'm going to yawn again. Sorry, you guys. All right, I think I just need to get it out of the way. Now I'm done. It was, God, I'm sick of the main office. I've had it. I had two of the techs who I have to say, you know what, if they ever watch this, oh, well, you'll know how I feel about you. I know, right? Oh, I have a playlist. It's on my other channel, which I don't post, but I could I'll post the playlist. Yeah, but then I won't be able to listen to it unless I put earbuds in. Anyways, the two of the other texts that were there with me today are the laziest fucking texts we have. And sorry, Brad. And it gets so damn annoying at the main office that I hate my aunt today. That I literally, like I did, I think 21 or 24 patients. Hi, Maddie. And they did like 14 and 9. I'm like, if I didn't give a crap about patients, I suppose I could just slow down and go hide and that stuff. That's what they do. They like go hide in a room and shut the door like they have a patient when they don't. But it pisses me off, and I don't like to do that. So it means I get it kind of annoyed sitting there all day, busting my butt. Literally, like I would walk out of the room, grab another paper, which meant another patient, go back in the room, get it done. Walk out, grab another paper, go back to the room. I didn't see anybody all day. I was in that damn ammo room all day long. So now that I got that bitch session off my back, I got home and I thought I would be really, really tired. And I am. I'm tired, but I feel a lot better. So it must be, just being home and being around my creative stuff and, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do tonight. What is wrong with me? It's like I'm spitting on my glasses. Hi, Maddie. Yes, Rachel's here. She is here. No headache tonight. Yay. If Dave is Gandalf the Rainbow, are you then YOLO the Hobbit? Oh. Uh-oh. I think I have a picture of balls waiting for me. Come on, my computer's slow. Hold on. Hi, Tammy. Come on. It's taking forever to come up. Come on. Hi, Leland. Are you kidding me with this shit? Come on. Truly, truly love my internet. Love it. Really? You're really going to act like this? You fucking... Oh, come on. It keeps disappearing. What the fuck? I see him finally. Whack it with a tarot card, right? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, look at that cute little cauldron. That's cute too. Okay, so what stones are they? I can barely see. One looks like maybe almost looks like mookite, the one in the front. So Brad's showing me his balls. All right. So Yule. That's Willow and new spells, F-bombs. I know, right? I'm telling you. I've got to curb my mouth a little bit. I tell you, whatever it is, that shot burns like hell. Oh, yeah. The good shots always burn like hell, for sure. Hi, Hexen. I'm here and I'm queer. Yay! I miss your energy, Hexen. This week has sucked without being able to talk to you. Work has been crazy for everyone lately. It's been a weird, draining week for most people I know. I hear you, Courtney. I'm just telling you. I'm just like trying to make it until after tomorrow. All right. So Ashley's here. Who else did I miss? Myra, thank you. I actually took a shower this morning instead of last night. Usually I take a shower at night. But this morning I was like, nah, because I was up at 2:30 in the morning and couldn't sleep. Thank you. I love my tapestry, Anna. Oh, no, you can't stay long. How come, Cassandra? If it's somebody else, tell them, screw off. It's our turn. Oh, my God. Today I was going crazy at my new job. The store is a mess. Oh, Hexen, you got to get that done. So, Brad, was it Mookite? What is it? Did you tell me? Hold on. I thought you were looking at balls. I'm thinking that's not good if you have to put your glasses on. No clue. They were at the thrift store in a shoebox. Ooh. Well, you have to send me pictures of individual ones, and I can tell you what they are. I'm headache-free and a burning shot in the bum. Perfect. I have to shower at night and French braid my hair just to get curls like yours. Dave. Hi, honey. Glad you're here. I had a hard time sleeping last night also. So I have to say, I'm sure that Jennifer won't mind too much if I share, because you all know her and all you have to do is look at her Instagram. But Jennifer Ball posted last night at 2:30, and Jackie, who isn't here, is she here yet? I hope she's okay. Jackie messaged me at 2:30 in the morning, and I'm so bad. I try to ignore it when I get a message like that late at night. But then I'll lay there and I'm like, what if it's something bad? What if I need to know what is going on? What if it was one of the kids and they didn't want to call, but they felt like so I lay there for a couple minutes thinking I'm going to try to ignore it and just keep sleeping. And then I end up checking it anyways. So Jackie had messaged me to say, Jennifer Ball, Jackie is in a Benadryl haze. Oh, poor thing. So Jennifer Ball had posted on Instagram last night that her fucking stepfather's kids have given her until February to get out of the house. Which originally she was supposed to be able to stay as long as she wanted. And I mean, because half the house is hers from her mother. And she's been taking care of their father for years now. So that really ticked me off. And I was kind of in a rage and posted as much support as I could. Yeah, she was supposed to be able to stay. And she's been taking care of their father, who they have not been for years. And they're going to like sell it out from under her. And she's not. She wanted to. She said, because she's got this other house that Andy was staying at. So yeah, I know. Oh, I'm so pissed. She said though, she was going to try to sell her other house and see if, they would sell Jen, or not really. I mean, kind of sell, but give a really good price to Jen, since she's been taking care of their father for years. And half of it is hers. And, they didn't want to do that. So then their second thing was, oh, you can stay as long as you want because she's been taking care of their dad. Now, all of a sudden, she has until February to get out because they want to sell it. If it's cool with her, maybe you should put something about it on Matt's altar. I swear I was thinking that. And I'm sure it'll be cool with her, but I was so freaking pissed. So I'm trying to post something supportive without like saying those motherfucker. Once again, I need to win the lottery so I can go out and just take care of some of these people for her. And yeah, the least they should do is give her a good price and let her buy. I know. I'm blown away. I don't know, Jez. And that is the question and a half too. And And I said to Jen, I know you, and I'm sure most of the things she's pissed and worried about is what's going to happen to Jim, because she knows they won't take care of him. So I'm sure they're going to throw him in a home or something and sell the house. Well, they're saying is they want their money. So either Jen, if she wants to stay there, has to come up with half of what the house is worth, which isn't going to happen. She's trying to figure out her other house. Or they need to put it on the market, which, gosh, that ticks me off. Ticks me off. And didn't Jen get, well, that's the goal, was she was going to fix it up and sell it. She's got to fix it up though. It needs a lot of work apparently. So more work than she knew when Andy was staying there, unfortunately. So I plan on doing something with my May altar for sure, because I just want to go out and take care of some things for her, because I told her before that I would go out and beat the shit out of anybody she wanted. Yep, I know it, Brad. Me too. I'm so pissed. And the fact that they obviously don't give a shit about their father, because I'm sure I can't imagine. Now, they could be this stupid. But yeah, I don't know, Stephen. Good question. I have no idea, because her house is nowhere near ready to for her to move in. Yeah, Jennifer Ball posted on her Instagram page last night, just to catch you up, honey, that Jim's parents, her stepfathers, not parents, Jim's kids are giving her until February to get out of the house. And half of it is hers from her mother, and half of it is Jim's. And she's been taking care of Jim forever. I mean, for years. And his kids have had nothing to do with him. So, yes, they are. And she's still grieving. Absolutely still grieving. She is absolutely still grieving. So I want to kill people. I'm just so sick of it. I hope the money is going to burn fast under them, leaving them with ash in their mouth. Absolutely. May the horrors of what they are doing to her be revealed. Yep, without restriction. Absolutely. So hi, Ruby. Welcome, honey. It'd be nice if she could get the right attorney, because they would end up owing her for his care. Yeah, I know it, right? She has been solely taking care of him since her mother died 2 years ago. And before that, was helping out with her mother and him. So they can't sell it if she won't sign off on selling it. Well, the problem is that half of the house is technically theirs, and Jim isn't able to make decisions. So they're forcing her hand. Yeah, I know it. Me too. Me too. And I'm sure she knows she has some kind of a case and stuff. And for Jen, I'm probably 80% of it is that she doesn't want to leave Jim with she knows that Jim has memory problems and stuff. And she either has to buy them out or she has to move out so they can put it on the market. But Jim has memory problems and stuff. She doesn't want to put him in a home and stuff because he's not there yet. So anyway, so that made me up half the night because I was upset about it and I wanted to text her. I'm like, no. I messaged on her Instagram page just to let her know I was there for her and stuff, and tried to go back to sleep for a while. And all right, so I did. This is one of those kids. Yeah, I know. I totally. I need help moving up there. All right. So 50 people already. Oh, yeah. And to pay for the home, they will require the house to be sold. Exactly. Unfortunately, that's where they're at. So, okay, let's talk about something better, though. As much as, I do plan on doing something for Jen again, because I just, And I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe we will talk about it. Things like hexes and negative energy and stuff. I don't usually talk about that stuff publicly very much, even though, I mean, I will tell people that I'm a gray witch. I feel that there are good and bad in people. And so just like in people and everything, there's good and bad. And there's cases where sometimes things need to happen. And I'll tell you, though, that anytime I very rarely do I do anything like hexes. And even when I do hexes, to me, they're less hexes and more like binding spells. Because it's more like binding them. Yeah, self-defense. It's more like binding them from doing you harm, which usually means it really sucks for them because, like in this case, they're greedy fuckers. And so it's binding them from being greedy, which means screw you. Now the house won't sell for 6 years. So, you know, it all goes about how you focus that intention of that energy. So instead of focusing on, I hope you go broke, it's more like, I think that I'm going to bind you from being able to be greedy and get a lot of money and that kind of thing. And they won't get a penny out of it. That's right. And then that's what ends up happening is that's the result of their own actions, where if they weren't greedy fuckers, then they wouldn't feel that pain. Yes. Did I miss anything? We were just talking about Jennifer Ball, honey. Okay. So, where am I? All right, let's talk about, because I know everybody was interested in talking about the 12 days of Yule. So I did my research finally. Sorry, it took me a while. Are you going to make a Yule log? I have made one Yule log. I may do a new one. Yes, wills are very important for sure. Because I do not have a fireplace in the house, the Yule logs that I've made the last 2 years, I haven't burned because it was raining outside for Yule here last year, and I think the year before too. So I couldn't have an outside fire, which is when I would normally put my Yule log in the fire. Is, you know, I have to do it outside, and I couldn't have a fire outside because it was raining. May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest their loins, and may their arms be too short to scratch it. Oh, I love you, Brad. We really missed your energy last night. I wish I could get Scully's right now, right? We burn ours outside, even if it's freezing balls. Yeah, I do too, Ash. When it's really pouring rain, though, it's really hard to get a fire going that will burn that log. So I still have mine from last year. But I was thinking it's kind of pretty. So I might keep that one and just use it as like a candle holder thing. And maybe we'll, how the hell did you have rain in the winter? Because I live in New York. So sometimes it's 6 feet of snow and sometimes it's raining. You just never know. And then the next day it probably snowed. It's like a crapshoot whether we get a white Christmas or a soggy wet one. I hear you, Nicole. It's okay. Me too, honey. So, hi, Keith. We get rain in winter. Yep. In Wisconsin, sleet. The soggy winter for us last year, too. Then again, it's pretty fucking brown outside right now. Yep. I know it. Exactly. We should get Jennifer Ball to tarot stock. I know. And I talked to her about that, actually, Heidi. And 60 degrees. You fucker. Brad, that's not even right. You cannot have a 60-degree Yule. Anyways, I talked to her about that, and she said she's not sure about her time off because she had to take, like, all of her time off is pretty much gone now because she had to take that to take the time off that she took off, because you get like a week or something when you have your significant other dies. But then, you know, anything extra you have to take out of your PTO time. She doesn't know if she's going to have enough PTO to come out. And I told her, you know, that it was all up to her, and I'd love to have her, and I will figure everything out. She's the one person, I have to say, that I invited to stay in the house. Not that I don't love all of you, but I kind of left. We have one spare bed. And so we kind of left that spare bed and said, that's reserved for Jen. And if she can make it out, awesome. And sorry, Ash, what, honey? I'm sorry. Ash, should we start a GoFundMe for her? It's less about the money and more about the time off. She's going to have a hard time getting that time off. So, because she used it all. So she's still going to try, but she just isn't sure if she's going to have enough time. So for Tarot Fest, Tarot Stock. Now I'm confusing Yule Fest and Tarot Stock. Can't you take the time off without pay? I don't know. Oh, GoFundMe for the house? Yeah, that's possible. I mean, we'll have to talk to her to say, what is it that you need? Like I said, I think for Jen, and I don't know for sure, but I think for Jen, more of it, less is about the money, and more of it is about, she feels bad about Jim. She doesn't want to have him put into a home and stuff, because she knows that his kids won't pay attention to him, won't go out and see him. His kids do not even, apparently they live not too far. I mean, they live out of state, but it's not across the country or anything. They haven't seen him in like 60 years or something. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Me too, Ash. I keep telling her I want to come out there and beat the shit out of a couple people, because a couple people really deserve it. And this Viking bitch can throw down if I have to. Okay. Let's, hi, Kay. Maybe if we did that, it would take a little bit off of her shoulders. I know, Steph. And you're right. Hi, Abby. And what I will do is talk to her about what it is she needs. Just needs to show up, kick ass, take names. I know, right? Because I don't want to do the wrong thing. Like, I don't want to do a GoFundMe account for something, like if she didn't want to try to save the house, she was trying to do something different or something like that. I will keep you posted for sure. I'll talk to her this weekend, I'm sure. So Brad, shake down. He will shake something down. All right. And I just makes me want to beat the hell out of somebody. So, all right, let's talk about Yule though. I want to change the energy up. We all, you know, Jen knows we love her, and I have been sending energy like crazy. So homes are like holding cells until you die. They depress the fuck out of me, and that's why my gay ass goes and knots with all the crabby old ladies. I'll shake things and people. All right. Yeah, I want to change the energy up and really talk about Yule. I want to talk a little bit about Yule Fest, because we have 2 openings still. And woo! Can you see that flame? Okay, I need to calm my energy down. Okay. That's better. All right. So yay, good. I think I need to come to Tarot Stock just to actually be around this group. Steph, I'm telling you, I think everybody needs to come. I totally want everybody to come. Bind us together as family, and it may never break. That's right. And I'm telling you, if I win the lottery, oh my gosh, it finally fucking came back. I don't literally like YouTube stopped working for me. It completely froze. It wouldn't let me back out of it. It wouldn't let me come back on. I had to close the app and then try to come back on. Okay. Here we go. All right. So thank you. 12 days of Yule. We've been trying. I know it. Can crystals get upset with you? Because I almost feel like mine is for forgetting in the car. I'm going to just introduce the night starting at about 5:30. And then we're throwing it over. Maddie's going to start it off at 6. And then Jacob Morrow from Jacob's Tarot Readings is going to do from 7 to 8. At 8 o'clock. That Mercury. Yeah, it is supposed to. No kidding. At 8 o'clock, Heidi Wildfeather is coming on. We killed the interrupts. Did we totally? Am I not back? Or is just other people are having a hard time? Okay, this is so weird because my end is not freezing. I'm fine now. And live. Punch me in the tits. The internet is in or not. I know. All right. Now, this is probably going to make it freeze again, but when I didn't know what was going on, I think I might have turned the Wi-Fi back on, which means it'll freeze forever. So let me turn it back off for a second. So I might freeze. Okay. Hopefully, that's it. I hope. And did it work? Yeah, I had to. Yay. Oh, good. I had to turn the Wi-Fi on, or I think I accidentally turned it on. So I think we're okay. So if anyone else can't see me, then me telling you to refresh your page won't help. But do that. All right. Good. Hopefully that's it. Okay. So I want to quickly talk about Yule Fest. We're going to start off Yule Fest. Now, this is the 21st, which is Friday, right? When the hell is my calendar? 21st is Friday, right? Yes. Yes, it is. I got to say, it has to be. Friday. Thank you. I was pretty sure, but so Friday, I'm going to just introduce the whole concept of Yule Fest and talk a very short little, this is what we're doing for Yule Fest, that kind of thing, from 5:30 until 6, just for a quick half hour. Maddie's going to start us off then at 6 o'clock. And then the rest of you, and I'm going to go through this, but I want to know what you guys are planning on so that we kind of get a different feel for, like, everybody does something kind of different or something, just at least like if you're doing a tarot reading, make sure we're not all using the same cards or that kind of thing. Jacob Morrow then goes on at 7. He's at Jacob's Tarot Readings. Heidi Wildfeather, she goes on at 8. Lisa from Supportive Tarot, she's at 9. Leland is going to be on at 10. 11 is our Hexen. Then midnight is Grace. I thought, oh yeah, Dave wanted the actual witching hour. I forgot. Then Grace Wins was at midnight. 1 a.m. is Wendy. 2 a.m. we have open. So we need somebody to kick in at 2 a.m. for an hour, which if nobody does, let's be honest, you all know I can talk. So I'll just kick in with something. But it would be great if we could get, yes, we are going to have links to everything. We'll have a whole schedule. And what we'll do is the person who's on before you will post your link on their video right before they go off so that everybody can click on that and move on to the next one. Okay. And then Dave, the Wizard's Tower, will be on at 3 a.m. Then Dory will be on at 4 a.m. And then we have a 5 a.m. slot open. So we just have 2 slots left, guys. 5 and 2. To me, this is 2 a.m. What is it at yours? Right now, it is 8:10. Like telephone, but with videos. Exactly. And then I'm going to finish us off at 6 right before ritual because during that time will be kind of the start of sunrise. And then we're going to do a joint ritual. How many? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do a joint ritual as the sun rises, starting about 7. Okay, so can we do, I love this idea. I can't wait. I'll be around as long as I can on Yule, but my asshole boss is making me work as of right now, even though I requested off for religious reasons. Really, Brad? Ugh. What the hell? Who the hell? Well, there are people, I guess, because, you know, it's right before Christmas. I was going to say, who the hell is going to be ordering stuff on Yule? But, oh, yeah. I could go live, but I don't know what to say. We can talk, Nicole. If you want me to help you get stuff together, you'd be surprised at how long an hour goes. So it's up to you. I would love to stay up for the whole thing, but I don't know if I can. So it would be hard for me to nap the day after. I might have to wake up at 5 a.m. to experience sunrise. That's okay. And you can always watch afterwards. Don't forget. Brad, I don't think he can do that. Oh, wait, Jen, we have to figure out who is joining the ritual. Yes. And we will. Here's the thing, guys. Brad, punch him in the nads and tell him God made you do it. Okay, so your 2 a.m. is my 6 a.m. Still be on my out sitting. Okay, what about 5? What about 5 a.m.? We have a 5 a.m. opening too, Jess. What ritual? Oh, so we're doing a Yule ritual after Yule Fest. Yule Fest starts on the 21st, yep. At 5:30 p.m. and then goes until morning when we're doing a ritual, live ritual. I missed the day. It is on actual Yule, the 21st. Yes, Steph, yep. David, require me punching her in the cooter. I haven't touched a vagina since birth. Oh. What is 2 a.m. for me in Australia? Oh, that's a good question. Hold on. Google. All right. So 2 a.m. in Australia time. Australia time to Eastern Standard Time is 10 a.m. to us. Wait. No, I did that backwards, didn't I? What we want to know is what 2 a.m. in my time is to you. 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to Australia. It's 6 p.m. $5 a.m. is 11 here. That might be possible, but after Night in the Woods, I might be a hanged cat. We'll talk, Jez. If you think you can do it, cool. I don't want to push you into it. You don't have to if you don't want to. Rosie, awesome. So you can do the 2 a.m. slot, which will be 6 p.m. for you. And Maddie, I got it. I'm just trying to figure out this last thing. Dave, sweetie, I just have to cut the hand off. I can live without my left hand. I can't sacrifice. Brother, that day could get you off. Yeah, right? You suddenly feel very sick. Yep, if you want me to. I do, Rosie. Okay, Maddie, we have our 2 a.m. person is going to be Rosie. Yay. Okay, And then we might be talking Jez into doing the 5 a.m. slot then. Email me back the list after we get the last slot filled. Great. Awesome. Woo, good job. Yes. Now, the live ritual will be starting sometime. I have to kind of think about it and start writing out the ritual this weekend. I'm going to really write it out this weekend. And then we need to talk about, there's only 10 slots available if you want to be involved in the live ritual where you're videoing part of it. Not all 10 slots need to be filled for that, but we have up to 10. So in other words, not everyone who did a live video is going to be able to do the ritual part because there won't be enough slots. There can only be up to 10 on Google Hangouts. And Maddie, it's up to you, honey. I was thinking this weekend, let's try it out, and I'll try to host a Hangouts, and we'll add a couple people to it and see if we can get it to work. And then if we know we can get it to work, then we'll at least, know how to do it and figure it out. I pooped myself a little. Okay, so let's now talk about, I want everyone who is doing a live slot, one person will be left out in the ritual from the lives. Right, except, Maddie, there may be people that don't want to set up an altar, don't want to, participate in that way anyways. So I can try it out this weekend. I'm an IT guy. Oh, yeah, Dave, that's true. That's right. We may be relying on you a lot. Google Hangouts is really easy once you figure it out. I had downloaded it like Simon asked me to for my interview. And then he kept saying, Jen, I sent you the invite and I'm on the app. I'm like, no, you didn't, Simon. There's no invite. And he's like, no, I sent it 3 times. And I'm like, Simon, there's no invite here. I don't know what to tell you. Well, he didn't tell me that the invite comes in on your email, not on the app itself. You have to go to your email. Hi, Kara. He was like, check your email. Well, you would think if it happened to you too, he would learn to say that to people. And then he's like, I just assumed because you've been on longer than me than you. I'm like, I never used that. I said to him, Simon, you have to remember, I don't even edit my videos. I don't know how to do that. Yeah. Do you need? Yeah, I think you're right. I think you might need a Gmail account too. So if you don't have one and you're going to be in on the ritual part, you need to set one up for me. Checking on Keith. I love it, Brad. Okay. So I want all the people who are going to go live to message me at some point and let me know, kind of give me an idea of what you're going to be doing for your hour so that I can kind of make sure we don't have all of the same kind of thing. Who doesn't use Gmail? I know there are some people. I see Keith lurking in the shadows. All right. So is everybody clear on Yule Fest, at least what we have so far? And if you are one of the people going live, if you would message me and we can talk a little bit about, well, you're going to have to make one, Maddie. And Brad. Oh, you're not going to be on, Brad. We'll do as soon as I figure out what I'm doing. And if you want ideas or something, you can just message me and we'll talk back and forth and figure out what you feel comfortable with. And, we'll kind of mix it up a little bit and see if we can get some different kind of stuff. When you sign up for YouTube. Oh, yeah, you do. You're right. That's true. Gmail requires a smartphone to register now, which might be impossible for some. Awesome. Rosie, just messaged me, honey. Now, keep in mind, yeah, see, YouTube is linked to a Gmail account. Keep in mind, what was I just going to say? Need ideas. I'm headed out for a hot bath to relax. Thanks, Rachel. No problem, honey. I'm late. Can you do a quick rundown on what I missed? We were just talking about Yule Fest, which I'll post in the thing. What the hell was I just talking about? Requires a smartphone. Shit. Keep in mind. I said keep in mind 3 times. Yep, I'm squirreling already. I'm curious. What is this account? I never knew I had. If you want Jez. I want Jez. Nope, totally lost it. Sorry, guys. No idea. Okay, let's talk about Yule in general. Now that we're almost an hour. Hi, Amethyst. All right. Can we start with the 12 days of Yule? We've only been hinting around at this for like, what, a month? 3 weeks? All right. 12 days of Yule. It is a fairly modern practice. Jez, she's asking if she can just draw and talk. Oh, yes, absolutely. Draw and talk sounds good. No problem. That'll be something different because not a lot of people will be doing that. So that's good. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's like all kinds of Yule stories and stuff like that. So we could have one person do like a story time and read some really cool Yule stories. We could do a lot of, I got a lot of ideas. I thought you said to FYI what everyone is going to do. So we're not talking about the same thing. Yes, absolutely. Please do. Nice. I know I love baths now. Me too. All right. So 12 days of Yule, fairly modern practice. There was, there's evidence that different sects, S-E-C-T-S, Brad, did different things that were fairly common to the 12 days of Yule. Some of them were the Norse religion. And then there's other ones that had 3 days, and some people had 13 days, that kind of thing. There's lots of different sects. That's true. There is. But what modern meaning in the last 50 years or so, modern witches have figured out that they can start with Mother's Night, which I know we talked about. Mother's Night starts the night before Yule, so it starts on the 20th this year. And a lot of people actually always started on the 20th so that it ends on New Year's Eve. When I draw, I tend to start channeling the energy in the drawing, mostly animals. Cool. Cool. So a lot of people start with the 20th. And that is Mother's Night. Now, we talked about Mother's Night a little bit. It's about honoring your female ancestors. So like grandmothers, aunts, great grandmothers, great aunts, sisters, all that kind of stuff. And so there's lots of different things that you can do. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. The Desir. There's lots of different things you can do. One is to make an altar to the female ancestors in your heritage. And there's special prayers and stuff. I'll start posting some of the special prayers for Mother's Night. And then the day 2 is Yule. It's the winter solstice. So that is, we have a whole thing on that. Then they go with, do any of you know what it's the 9 noble virtues. Have you heard of the 9 noble virtues? Maybe do a Yule file. Yes, that's a good idea, Tina. Thank you. Please remind me if I don't. We're slowly corrupting everyone in the chat. I know. You certainly did me last night. That sounded really bad. You certainly corrupted me. Oh, I'm telling ya. I love you all. Okay. The 9 noble virtues. Are we listening, people? You all were bugging me like crazy to get these out here. So let's talk about the 9 noble virtues because, hi, Myro, because they figured out that if you do one virtue, you honor one virtue with 50 Shades of Squirrels freed. So I had, all right, no, I'm not going to squirrel it out, damn it. Hold on. Let me get this through. The 9 noble virtues. If you add the 9 noble virtues to the 12 days, that means that you have the first day, which is Mother's Night, the second day, which is solstice. Then you have 9 nights of honoring one of, I know, right? Honoring one of the noble virtues. And then the last night, excuse me, the last night is always called the 12th night. And there's special things that are done on the 12th night. So let's start with the 9 noble virtues, which is a document that we pagans use as what we honor, the virtues that we honor. So like Christians talk about what they honor, which is the 10 commandments. We talk about the 9 noble virtues, and this is what we honor. So the third night, we celebrate or honor the virtue of courage. I faced my fear and defend my family and kindred from all dangers. So courage. So the first night, we're going to find a way, not the first night, the third night, we're going to find a way to honor courage. And what does that mean? There could be a million different ways to honor courage. You could read poems about it. You could write a story about it. You could journal about it. You could find a god that you find or goddess that you find especially courageous and do a little altar to him or her. There's all kinds of stuff that you could do. Looks like you give the camera and our clear signs you've read it. I mean, la, 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 la. No, actually, what I was going to say is last night when I woke up, which I can't believe I'm doing this now. Damn it, Brad, you're making me squirrel out again. When I woke up and I couldn't sleep, I've never seen those movies. I've never read those books. Not because, you know, I'm a prude. I'm not. But to me, what other people had told me is that they were all S&M. And I'm like, that doesn't really do it for me. Whatever. But but I believe it was the last one, I'm guessing, because it was on HBO, I guess, was on when I woke up. And I started watching the story and I'm like, oh, this isn't that bad. This is kind of interesting. And so if it was the last one, then I'm like, what the hell is all the hubbub about? It didn't seem that all that like dirty and crazy and S&M and masochism or anything. I don't know if maybe the last movie is the least of that or it's way less that than the books but it was like, this is pretty tame. What is the whole deal? Like everybody was up in arms about it. Okay. Now, Yule people, we're in for an hour and I'm exhausted, guys. I can't go for as long as I went last night. I can't go for another hour because I'm whooped tonight. Being a fairy in a school play or a tree, surprised I wasn't. Parked for life, right? Yule. Yes, Bradley. Okay, so the third night, we are honoring courage. The fourth night, we are honoring, and actually you can put it in whatever order you want to put it in. That's not my name. All right, Brad. What did your mother call you when you were in trouble? Brad? You can't do Brad. Brad is so, it's not like an attention getter. What's your middle name? Did she say your middle name? Brad Matthew? Brad Austin? Bradley. So Brad Austin. All right. So here's the 9 noble virtues. Hey, squirrels. So this is, you honor one noble virtue a night for 9 nights. And I'm just going to read off the 9 noble. You all wanted this, so shut the hell up and pay attention, Brad Austin. When you can't give it the same energy 2 nights in a row, right? Courage. Then discipline. And I will post these also in our Yule file. I will make a Yule file. Then fidelity. Wait, let me read what they actually say. Discipline. I do what is necessary and right of my own accord without something or threats. Yeah, of course, my copy is all, yeah, some discipline is needed here, right? No kidding. Without, oh, bribes or threats. That's right. Then fidelity. Fidelity. I need to do a spell for that one. Me too. Fidelity. I am true to family, friends, kindred, and those to whom I pledge my service. Honor. I stand by my oaths and honor my ancestors by keeping my name pure among the kindred. Hospitality. I share hearth, food, and drink with my friends, my kindred, and the witchy travelers at my door. Industriousness. I take joy. I can't believe I have such a crappy, hold on. I hate this. I have to find a better thing because this one sucks. 9 noble virtues. Thank you. Yay, you got your kid to bed. Yay, I love it. So hopefully, yay. Oh, I can actually read this one. Thank goodness. 9, let's do 9 noble virtues. Okay. Honor, hospitality, industriousness. Ready? Brad Austin. I'm going to use that a lot now. I will take joy in labor and hold nothing back from the work I pledge to do. Perseverance. I will press on against all odds until my goal is met. My task is finished, and I have done all I said I will do. Self-reliance. I will learn skills and grow strong so that I may earn my way into the world and be no burden unto others. Being an outsider of the paganism of those verses, it reminds me of, yeah. And truth. I will seek the truth, even though it may be harsh. I will speak true words or stand in silence and defend the truth from those who do not honor it. So, I mean, how much more upright and upstanding can you get than the 9 noble virtues? To me, yeah, I agree. It is like that. To me, it very much seems like, wow. Oh, because I'm on top chat, damn it. Live chat again. It very much seems like the pagans' answer to the 10 Commandments. It's not that we don't believe in what the 10 Commandments says, other than all the stuff about honoring God before everybody else and all that crap. But it is a reason for us to, the sayings of Odd Odin. It is a reason for us to strive to impress upon those of us who are teachers, to impress upon our people that we teach, our students, Yeah, Jen sometimes say Laura. I'm like, what? But I go by my middle name here. And it is for us to pass down those things to our children. And it is for us to stand up and give the next generation of witches those virtues. There are things that we care about. That's what we've fought for how long now? For hundreds of years, is to be seen not as these evil hag people, but as people who connect with the universe, connect with nature, connect with what is good in the universe, and not to judge others and put people down and make them feel bad, but to strive to be better, to strive to connect as much as we can. So putting those into the 12 days of Yule as a separate day allows us to look at those virtues in a very intimate way, to only focus on one a day for 9 days is I think crucial at this time when we're looking at the dark time of the year, when we're finally going to say, okay, we're going to look forward to the light getting a little bit longer, to wait for that sunrise to come and our new hope, our new sun, S-U-N, rises. Can you please upload? I will. Absolutely, I will. That's a huge deal to us, to be able to focus on those 9 virtues. So again, that's another thing. Hold on. What are we saying? That's what I meant. Isn't it from that? It's Nordic based. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. And yes, they are Nordic based for sure. And I'm sure it probably came right from that. Can you, Denise, isn't normally common. Perhaps the way we can encapsulate the law, that is, do as thou wilt and harm none, to be more. Yeah. And again, I have a hard time with that. Do as you will, as long as it harms none. Being a gray witch, to me, means that you can walk the line. My intent is always good. My intent is always to protect. But you know what? Sometimes I have to beat the shit out of somebody to protect them. And so be it. So yes. And I will start a Yule file also. Yeah, I don't go with the Wiccan read either, but if you do, that's okay. But that is something. We are confusing Jen with our name convo we're having in the background. Sorry. Yep. I will be searching them. And the harm none. Yeah, I've never agreed with that. Exactly. I'm not Wiccan either. Sorry. All right. So then that goes on for 9 days. Your mother, Jen, punishment with love. Exactly. And, you know, there are times I have spanked my children. They needed that. The Wicked Read, it's do as you will, but harm none, or however they say it. There's sounds like an old-timey language, but that's the Wiccan Read. I could use a few good whacks to put my ass in line. Brad, you would just like it. So that is not going to happen. Oh, yeah. And the rule of 3. Yeah. If you do, keep in mind that whatever you do to someone else, it will come back to you threefold. Yeah. I don't believe in that shit either. And like I said, don't tell everyone. And like I said, part of that is, again, when I am talking about not being bright and sunshiny all the time, bide you must. Yeah, bide the Wiccan law. You must in perfect love and perfect trust. 8 words the Wiccan Read. Thank you, Hexen. You're awesome. And I'm totally lost. I can't get back to the, yep. Harm none, do what thou wilt. Yes. And Yeah, I have a copy of it in my Book of Shadows too, because it, you know, it was a Book of Shadows page. But absolutely, you can disagree, if not into the rule of three. I think that when you sow seeds like that, then if you do not have the right to sow that seed, that will come back to you in this life or another. But you know, whatever you do will come back to you threefold. I just don't believe that, because when I am talking about gray magic, I'm not talking about the hex thing. When I talk about that, I kind of am careful about that, because I don't really call what I do hexes, although they might be. But they really are more to bind someone. It's usually, for me, it's usually binding them from harming me, or binding them from gaining from something that they shouldn't be. Or binding them from harming another, that kind of thing. So I believe in karma, and I do believe sometimes I can come back times 3, but I don't think it's bad to protect yourself and hex those that desire to harm you. Exactly, Hexen. And that's what I mean. I guess a part of it is that word hex, because people look at that word hex like you're gonna, like you're that, you know, that Italian witch thing, or that, that you're putting a spell out to hurt them. And to me, they've already hurt someone. If you've done something that makes me want to hex you, what the fuck did you do? Because like I said, I think I've maybe done 2 or maybe 3 in my entire life, and they work really well. But if you've done that, then you fucked up. And I'm not just going to sit idly by and pretend like, oh, well, somebody will get you someday. No, I'm going to fucking get you. There's no, you mess with me and mine, expect it back. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It becomes a consequence of what they've done. Basically, all you're doing is helping karma speed up. Yep, exactly. That's right. Exactly. Yes. So, and then the last, and don't spread the chain hexes on social media. They're just bad. Yeah, I don't. I totally ignore them. I don't care what they say. Note to self, don't piss off Mother Squirrel. Oof, hexes. I was hexed. That was my introduction to witchcraft. Horrible times, but great lesson. Ugh, really? And see, now that's the bullshit that I'm like, ugh, you know, and to me, that's the kind of people that the Wiccan read was made for. Because if you're just walking around hexing somebody because they pissed you off or something, that's ridiculous. Yeah, some people do that. And that is not at all what I'm talking about. Broken leg as opposed to intending someone to die. Yeah, I'll tell you, like, all right, I'll give you my example. It's different, Jen. I say all the time that I'm focused on light magic, but there's a difference in sending a spell to bind or enable someone from doing you harm, even if that's like giving them a broken leg as opposed to intending someone to die or be permanently maimed. Yeah, that's true. I've done icing once to reinforce cold shoulder, but generally I avoid. Yep, absolutely. And me too. And I'll tell you, so I'll tell you about I won't tell you about the other one, but I will tell you about one of the hexes, quote unquote hexes, that worked for me. And I think I've said this before. When we lived in North Carolina, I have no time to eat. Hexing is a lot of work. It is a whole lot of work for sure. When we lived in North Carolina, thank you, Leland. I appreciate it. We had neighbors across the street from us that were horrible people and redneck. I'm sure Trump voters, let's put it like that. And I hate to bring politics into it, but as far as I'm concerned now, Trump voters now are, at least the ones that are continue to support him, are idiots who don't have any idea what they're doing and really just are a mob mentality, which is what they were. And they found out that we were, that I was a witch and that my children were practicing pagans. And they have a different sense of morals. Absolutely. They just do. And they told their children not to talk to my kids at the bus stop. That was the first thing that I was like, really? Come on. Very, very needed. See? So, and that was just the beginning. Like then they called the cops on us 3 times because we parked now nobody had driveways in North Carolina on our street. We all had to park like in front of our houses and stuff. And we parked in front of our house, which happened to be on his side of the street because he would bring home, he was a landscaper, and he would bring home a truck with a big trailer and wanted to be right in front of his house. And if one of us was parked across the street, which is still our public street, he would call the cops on us to say we were in his parking spot. It was a public street. And we were like, are you kidding me? Because the cops would come and knock on our door. And we're like, what? It's a public street. And he's like, and literally, this is what killed me. The cops, as soon as they found out we were Yankees, first of all, and then, of course, he would tell them we were witches. So that was a double whammy. The cop would come to the house and be like, well, I really think you should just move so that he doesn't have a fit. And basically, they were like, you don't want to upset him. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Apparently, you're not getting this. Public street. Not moving. So then he would call them all the time. And then the cops hated us because we dared to not move our car for this redneck piece of shit. So then my sons, who at the time were, well, my oldest boys were teenagers. They were like 17, 18. They decided since they needed to tell the cops that we were witches, and they kept saying they were afraid their cats were going to disappear because we were sacrificing their cats. A Yankee? Oh, it's someone from the north. When you go down south in the United States, they see things a lot differently. Like it cracked me up when I found out that they call the Civil War the War of Northern Aggression. Like they taught that to my children in school. My kids came home laughing hysterically. They were like, they just tried to teach us that the Civil War was the War of Northern Aggression. I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm from Rochester, New York, or thereabouts, suburbs of Rochester, New York. Yeah, it was interesting. So my sons, who were 17 and 18, started doing things like they would put a chalk pentacle on the public street right in front of their driveway so they wouldn't drive out of their driveway because they were afraid that we had done something to the street. And they called the cops and said that my sons put a spell on their driveway. And it wasn't their driveway. Again, it was a public street. And okay, that might have been a little bit pushing it, but nope. I'm like, guess what? They were playing with chalk on a public street. It washes off. I don't care. War of Northern Aggression. Yeah, they really do. And so, and then they would, the guy would come over all the time. I'm trying to remember. He would knock on our door and say something to us like, what the hell was it? Your TV is too loud or something, like from across the street. And we would be like, are you kidding me? So he just continued and continued and continued. And he did not, he just kept going. We got cops called on us so much it was ridiculous. So finally, they put chalk spell on the street. Yeah, I know. It was ridiculous. So finally, I created a hex, and it was a binding spell, though. I bound him from being able to do anything negative to us, to my family, to my house, because I started to think he did stuff to my car. So I did a binding spell so that he could not do anything negative to anything around us or my kids or myself and he within a week disappeared, and I didn't see him for like 6 months. And I kept saying to the kids, have you seen him? Because like we haven't had the cops called on us, and where the hell did he go? I don't know. Finally, we found out his wife like divorced him and kicked him out like the day after, 2 days after I did that. I know, right? Exactly. And I never saw him again. Like literally I did the spell and I never saw him again. And I thought, and I started to feel guilty before I found out what happened, because I was like, oh my God, what if he's dead? What did I do? But it really was. Eventually the kids were allowed to talk at the bus stop again. And see, exactly. And we found out that the wife had kicked his ass out. Right. So it's just, it happens. And I certainly am not going to apologize for it. But that was the first one. And I thought, oh, okay, I gotcha. This is definitely a capable magic type of thing. So, yes. She probably got tired of being Dick, yeah. Would you be willing to put a folder of spells on here which would hold spells like your binding spell? I think so. Let me think about it. Just because I don't want to put something out there for someone who may not have the right intention. You know what I mean? That's why I don't talk about it. I've had people come on to my chats before and be like, hey, I want to hex my boyfriend. Can you give me a spell? You know, I'm like, no. No, I cannot. So maybe in the Facebook group, because when you join that Facebook group, it kind of gives this a little bit more responsibility. Like, okay, now we kind of know who you are, and you are interacting with us in the group and stuff. And it's a private group, so it's not going out of that. You know what I mean? I don't see binding spells as a hex. To me, they're two different things. Absolutely. To me, too, for the most part. It's funny, though, that if you use a binding spell in place of a hex, and most hexes can just be binding spells. And it just depends on where you put that intention. So, okay. So the last day, let's get to the last day, guys, because we're an hour and 23 minutes. The last day is called the 12th night. Did my lights just flash? Jen, have you ever used a puppet for binding? I have. Yes, absolutely. And that has worked really well too. Twice I have done that, actually. One for binding a mouth, because there was people spreading bullshit, which worked very well. And another for... I can't remember. I think it... Oh, never mind. I'm not going to talk about that one. But yes, I did. Okay. What the heck am I doing? 12th night. 12th night. I'm so tired. Okay. That's why we like to, a lot of us start it on the 20th, regardless of what day Yule is. Yes, I use a puppet for Reiki too. Actually, I use an owl for Reiki, but you could consider him a puppet. To knot a woman's tongue against my nephew. There you go. Works really well. It is 12th night is the last big party to celebrate the new year, passing of the darkest and in theory the coldest of times. And even though it's not true in an owl, yeah. Do I have my owl here? Hold on. Let me see if I have it. If it's here, it's right here. Oh, it's not. I must have it behind me. So I'm not going to get it right now, but I'll try to remember to bring my owl next time. Yes. Wastehail oaths. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Of all the nights of Yule, this night seems to be the one closely associated with the custom of wassailing, which embodies in part the customs around caroling as well. This is where caroling came from. Wassail, hail, hesla are all different versions of the same root word across different languages. Old German, Old Norse, Old English, which essentially relates to health, prosperity, and luck, and was used predominantly as a type of salutation. Just as some pagans may greet others with the phrase blessed be, many heathens chose to use hail as a greeting to their fellow believers. While this term may seem to be antiquated or specialized to a religion in its use, it's also used in other ways. For instance, the President of the United States has a theme song that is played as he makes an entrance, Hail to the Chief, which colloquially, big word for me tonight, means greetings and good health to the chief. It actually really common in many schools, fight songs as well, like Purdue University. Of course, the most infamous example comes from Nazi Germany. Not only does the term mean health, but it became intimately linked to the distant past with a special type of drink that was imbibed for one's health. So I would assume that you all have heard of that, but I don't know for sure. Today, we know this as the wassail. Here we come, a wassailing. You should check out the Slovakian traditions. Oh, that would be cool. I would really like that. Among the Eves of Green, that's where the tradition comes from, the wishing of good health and drinking wassail. I don't know. During the Yuletide celebrations. So that's all has to do with the 12th night. In some specific areas, those from lower socioeconomic tiers, poor people, would go singing to those of greater wealth, rich people. Wayshail. Wayshail? Wow, I never heard it pronounced that way. Thank you. Wayshail. Wayshail. I might be able to get that now. In the old days, you passed through the homes of town, singing and leaving something or other. Yes. So the poor people went to the rich people. And we're supposed to give wayshail to the carolers. We also see a number of folk traditions that show not only songs sung in ancient Yuletide celebrations, but also that people sometimes went into the orchards or fields and sang, no doubt for the land's fertility. Remember, we talked about the land's fertility in Beltane, what we did to ensure the fertility of that. And that the plants would reawaken from their winter slumber in the time ahead to feed and sustain us once more. So now let me see. Did I miss a bunch? Hold on. Jen, what book are you reading from? It's not a book, actually. I have a couple of notes that I've written down from different websites and stuff that I've gotten information from. There's a person on, what are they called? DeviantArt, the DeviantArt site. I have a couple people on there who are really good historians with pagan stuff that I follow that talk about different traditions. I want cake. What are we talking about, cake? I feel like cake is a code word. What are you talking about? I want cake by the ocean? I'm going to try to pretend I don't know what you're talking about because I don't. Maddie, you owe Dave cake. Watch Claymation Christmas. How to pronounce that word is a running joke. Ah, cool. I will watch that. Just got done with an MRI of my knee. Really, Ange? I hope it went well. You probably don't have the results yet, I'm sure. Cake by the ocean. Okay. I don't know what you guys are talking about with cake, but I'm going to let that go. I keep hoping cake by the ocean. What? Sex on the beach? What are you talking about? I know I missed shit. I'm trying to. Brad said he'd been good, so he was getting cake. Oh, okay. I gotcha. In Scotland and Ireland, you'd leave food for the she on the 12th night. Yes, that's very connected with the fae, for sure. Yes. Cake by the ocean equals sex. Thank you. I'm lost tonight. If I don't see the whole chat, then you have to tell me. I honestly didn't even try to start this one, I promise. It's all right, Brad. You're not in trouble. It's not your fault. I blame Maddie this time, I think. All right. So that is a brief rundown of the 12 days of Yule. So I will post the 9 virtues, the nine virtuous virtues, whatever the hell we talked about. In Iceland, we have 3 elves and a troll mother coming to steal from us since the 11th to the 24th. Me. I got Maddie in trouble. Oh, it was Dave. I see. Dave started it. I helped feed the flames. Noble virtues. Thank you. The 9 noble virtues, which will take up 9 of those days. Dave's birthday is Saturday. I didn't know that. How come we didn't know that before? Happy birthday, Dave. Now I know why we are the squirrels, right? And so that takes up the 9 days plus Mother's Night, Yule, the actual Yule, and the 12th night. So there it is. You're welcome. Now it has been an hour and a half, and I finally got through the 12 nights after we've been talking about it for a month. So I'm proud. Even though I had 16 other things about Yule to talk about, I was determined to get through the 12 nights of Yule. So I'm happy. I will put what? I la la la. Brad Austin. So if I post something that looks like a half sentence, gonna get ready to leave soon from work. Yay, use low fat. Okay. Oh, terrible. Thank you, Jen. We know how tired you are. You're welcome, honey. And I have to say, you guys are my lifeblood, because I do come home sometimes and I'm like, oh, do I really want to do a live? But then I'm like, no, you know what? And I look up and see I like it sticky. Really, Bradley? No, I mean Brad Austin. Because when I get on, you guys really energize me. Even though, I mean, I'll tell you what, I was falling asleep. I literally sat down, and in 5 minutes, I was falling asleep in the chair. I thought, nope, I got to get up because I got to get ready. I'm going to go wassailing on the 23rd through the town of Barley Pendle. Yay! So I am happier to get on and do it. Now I'm watching everything I say. I am happier to get on and do a video than to not, even when I am tired, because I get my energy from you guys. So it's great. My family knows 7:30 at night is my time. Yep, absolutely. Yes, I love you guys too. Thanks for your time and effort. Thank God tomorrow's Friday. Thank the goddess. Thank all the gods. Thank my guardians. Thank the Holly King and the Oak King. And also the drink is important and wassailing. Yes. I work at 5 a.m. Oh, Hexen. Oof. I love you guys too. I really do. Now, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I need a day off soon. So I was trying to figure out if I should do Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Are there people that want to go on one of those days? I would prefer to take Sunday off, actually, usually. Because it's my football day, and then I don't have to worry about what I'm doing. So are you guys going to take tomorrow? I know. It depends. Boy, I might come home and be like, okay, I can't do this. I go on Saturday mornings. Okay. Is Maddie still in? And Wildfeather, is Heidi still in? And Hexen, I don't know. What's your work schedule, Hexen? We'll have to talk. I'm a stripper. I got to make my coins. Take Sunday, watch football. I know. You guys know. I go live Sunday evenings. Okay. Well, that makes me feel better. So I may take Sunday off. To kind of recoup, relax. Oh, I forgot. I might have to take Saturday night off because I can't remember what time though. I gotta look. I'm so excited, you guys. Are you all listening? You all will love this. I know you all. I have extra special tickets Saturday night to an early showing of Aquaman. So, but I got to find out what time it is. I think it's like 7. I know. I'm really. Yes. Yep. Yes, Jason Momoa. Yep. So I'm going with one of my best friends who I said to him when he said we had tickets and he's like, you sure you want to go? And I'm like, are you kidding? And he's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, well, that's all right. I'll bring extra underwear. We're fine. And he's like, Jen. And I blame all of you because I would have never have said that to him 3 months ago. Me too. Did you see him on Saturday Night Live? Yeah. You met him in person once? Did you like, I totally would have fangirled out. I would have been like, yep. No kidding. Yeah. I cannot wait. So, I will, yeah. He makes everything squeal. Right? I know. I can't even imagine. I'll have to, someday I will pull out all my goofy pictures. When I was a teenager, I went to a million concerts and I met like a lot of rock stars and stuff. And I have all these goofy pictures of me with rock stars. And it's still me, Jason Momoa. It's still me, but I'm totally geeked out. I'm like, I have this huge grin on my face in all of them. And now I'm like, really? I look like such an idiot. It cracks me up. I'll have to pull them out and see if I can. I know I have them someplace. It's hilarious. It cracks me up. But, oh, that was so funny. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I will let you know. I'll keep you updated. I'll definitely be on tomorrow night and we will talk about what's upcoming for the weekend. No, most of them, honestly, I'll tell you, most of them probably were like, oh my God, you are so annoying. And some of them were like rude assholes, but it was like, it totally taught me about fame and the world and stuff like that. Like, Rat, and this tells you how old I am. Hairbands. I loved hairbands. I still love hairbands. Rat, though, the lead singer of Rat, which is Steven, what the hell is his name? Steven Percy, maybe. Such an asshole. He was such an asshole. we got onto their bus, and because they didn't know that we were only 16. And I missed it. What did I miss now, you guys? I'm sorry, Ash. I know I'm terrible. Because I squirrel out, Ash. I would kick him out of bed just to do him on the floor. Oh, hell yeah, honey. Anywhere. Against the wall. Outside in the snow. Yep, absolutely. But yes, so he was such a douchebag. We got on his bus and he literally pushed us over almost to get on the bus. And he's like, excuse me, no, he didn't even say excuse me. He was like, what did he say? You gotta move or something. And I'm like, okay, douchebag. I can't even remember what he said now. I have the picture of him though, and I was like, ah, and then I was like, yeah, you're a douche. I'll lick leftover ketchup from his beard. Hexes. Mama Appreciation Coven. Oh, you are not kidding. He is just... I went to Rat and Poison. I saw Poison 6 times. Poison was my jam. I loved my Poison. I tell my poor oldest son. Now, this is going to tell you. My poor oldest son, if he was a girl, was going to be named Ricky, Rikki, after the drummer from Poison, whose name was Ricky, because he was my favorite and I was in love with him. So my son tells me every day how thankful he was that he was a boy, because he would have been stuck with the name Ricky for life. Yep. I love Poison. Love Poison. So, really? So cool. I literally, I would stand out for hours. I met so many bands, it's insane. Ozzy Osbourne. I met Zakk Wylde right after Randy Rhoads died. He died the year before I went out there, and it was the first time he had Zakk Wylde out, I think. And I met Ozzy because I stood up to his roadie who was telling me he would let me back if I gave him a blowjob. And I'm like, yeah, you are so not having that. And Ozzy was walking by and he's like, hey, you, come on. He's like, I like that. Ozzy was always really cool. Now, I will say, I still could not, Zakk Wylde, he was awesome. He's like a really down-to-earth guy, although he's a Republican, which, of course, at the time, I didn't give a shit. I didn't know anything about that. But Ozzy was hilarious, though. I still could not understand him. I told him twice to sing his sentence to me because he was like, la, la, la. And I could not understand. I'm like, Ozzy, can you sing it, please? Because really, I don't know what you're saying. And he laughed and he sang it. So I don't remember what it was now, but that's hilarious. I met Ozzy by stealing pieces of crystal from the chandelier in the Providence Biltmore, right? Jean's wife from Saskatoon. Oh, that's cool. I know. I love Zakk too. I have to say, it kills me that he is such a Republican douche. Because I'm like, he's a great, guitar god, but I couldn't even talk when I met her. I know. Adele is awesome. All right. We are so weirdly off track here. Okay. I don't know where the heck that all started. Jason Momoa. It started with Jason Momoa. Okay. So... I'm out of here, guys. Ooh, Lita Ford. I love, and Great White Lion. Yep, I saw, me too. I met a bunch of them. I have all kinds of Tesla and Tora, and who's the ones who sing Mr. Big? I'm the one who wants to be with you. I love that song. I met them. Oh, Maddie, what were you, 4 4 when Poison was out. Can you post your seller from India? Yes. And as a matter of fact, Ash, I was trying to see. I know now I have it in my head. Deep inside, you feel it too. Okay. I'm trying to find him. I can't remember his name. So I'm trying to go backwards to find the last time I bought cabochon so I can find his name. And then I can, because my brain sometimes does not. Can you bring a large suitcase into the cinema with you, Jen? Asking for a friend. I said my pickle was tickled. I'll flood the entire neighborhood. Yes, yes. Okay. Yes. And I'm working on it, Ash. I have been thinking about it. It's a bad time for me to think because when I'm at the main office, like every other thing in my head, even if I have them in the back of my brain, which I have, that specific thing for some reason is sticking in my craw and I'm going to have to find it. But I haven't had the time to actually go looking. I have a little bit, but not, I'm pretty sure I can find him by going backwards to the last time I bought cabochons. God, doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but it might have been over a year ago. Holy crap. Okay. Holy crap, you guys. We must have been chatting about nothing for 20 minutes. It's time for me to go bye-bye so I can go to sleep at some point. Well, I'll try to go to sleep, but really I plan on watching my my Netflix show about the Vikings. Oh, he is so hot too. Last Kingdom. Oh, have you guys seen The Last Kingdom? So good. I love him too. But the 3rd season came out and I finally, I wanted to rewatch 1 and 2 because sometimes I forget. So I finally caught back up and I'm ready for season 3 now. Yay. Okay. Love you guys. Should we go now? We could probably sit on here all night just chatting away. Good night. I will let you know what time I'm going to the movie Saturday because I will do a live before or after at some point during all that. And then I'll probably stay off on Sunday. So, cool. All right, guys. Oh, yeah, and Hex and I have to do Simon's Yule video there. We got challenged. So, I'll have to do that at some point this weekend, too. You guys have a good night. Thank the goddess. Tomorrow is Friday. And have a great day. It's almost done. Built the ark.